I don't understand. In Canada, is your PM steps down, they appoint another one, and is there going to be an election, or is what's going on with that?
Oh, so let me regale you on the awesome thing called the parliamentary system.
No, sorry.
So let's keep this fast and funny. Basically, whoever's got the most number of seats in the House in their party gets to, in the House of Commons, gets to rule the country. So whoever's the leader of that party automatically becomes the prime minister. So the Liberals have the most seats in the House of Commons. However, they do not have a majority. So the only reason that they haven't been voted out and have to have an election is because the NDP, which is even the further left party, has kept them in power this whole time. So when Trudeau stepped down, he's not the leader anymore. They have a leader. Oh, and by the way, in the middle of all that, they prorogue government. So what they did was they say, oh yeah, nothing can happen for the next 2 months. Bye. And so they leave. Nothing can happen. They have their leadership race, and then government starts again. Meanwhile, while the government is prorogued, Trudeau is still making executive decisions on stuff that needs to happen for the country without any voting going on. So who's the dictator again? Anyway, so
he's the dictator.
Exactly. Yeah. And so when they decided that Carney was the leader of the Liberal Party, who has never been elected, doesn't even have a seat in the House of Commons, he's the new prime minister.
Wow.
Just like that. And now he didn't even have to call an election. At that point, there's a mandatory rule that you have to call an election at least every 5 years, although the ruling government can call an election whenever they want. So that 5 years was going to be up in October. They could have kept going till then, but they saw the polls go so high because all those people out in the East were afraid and were hating Donald Trump. So they decided, let's call the election right now because we can win it.
Wow.
Yeah, I have no idea.
That's how the parliamentary system works, my friend.
Yeah, fuck that.
And then I have a video here that's perfect for describing direct democracy in Canada with the parliamentary system.
I'm in debt, I'm obese, I'm addicted to anime porn, I live in my mom's basement, and I'm confused about what gender I am. Now, let me tell you how to fix the country.
There you go.
Yep. There you go.
I think she nailed that one. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the people I want to listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
these are the ones who live in Montreal, Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, and not a single one of them has a damn clue about anything. They haven't taken accountability for anything in their lives, but they know how to run this country.
Well, if you have not done anything with your life and you have no experience, how the hell can you be called upon to be a leader?
Absolutely. Thomas Sowell has a great quote. I saw this on Twitter recently and grabbed it because I thought that this perfectly sums up the modern left.
He's the best author ever.
Oh yeah. Activism is a way for useless people to feel important, even if the consequences of their activism are counterproductive for those they claim to be helping and damaging to the fabric of society as a whole.
Yep.
So you can stuff 50 dicks in it in 2 hours.
Wow. That's a lot of dicks.
That's a lot. That's what your ex said.
Have you read some of his books, Thomas Sowell?
I have not, no, but a hot
damn.
I would
recommend to you and the audience, there's two that are really good to explain what's going on. The first one is called The Conflict of Visions. And it'll explain to you that it's not really left, right, Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative. It's constrained, unconstrained. And so the unconstrained people think that they can fix everything. They can fix human nature. They can fix this. As long as we tell you what to do and you do it, things will work. Constrained people think that human nature is what it is. And if you want to make something happen, make an incentive structure to make people do that.
Evil hairless monkeys.
That's essentially capitalism in a nutshell.
We're all constrained thinkers here. So that's the first one. It's called The Conflict of Visions. And the other one, too, if you want to get on about tariffs and understand how the economy works, Basic Economics, Thomas Sowell. It's a long read, but by God, does it explain everything that the government keeps doing wrong all the time. Great
And they're
books.
doing it wrong on purpose. That's why tax law, especially here in the U.S., is so nebulous. All right, there's 3 tiers. All right, smart people can explain complex ideas in a very simple way, and they do that to be helpful.
i.e., the grunt.
Stupid people overcomplicate simple ideas to make them complex.
West Pointers.
Evil people deliberately make simple things opaque in order to control you.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporters Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.